Everyone, I am Jack Gilby. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a male gangbang porn star? Well, let me tell you about how it started for me, and over time I will share all of the secrets. How about that as an idea? Let me tell you about how this all started for me. How a chance encounter can change your life. It's like that movie Sliding Doors in many ways. I've been playing rugby. Not very well. I want to be a professional someday, you see, but I keep getting overlooked. My friends have all moved on since we were all playing together as kids. And because I thought I was going to make a career out of rugby, I stayed. Took a crap job in sales thinking it would all be okay. No, I see that hope is not a strategy. Last month, after a game, yes, we lost, I went to the bar to get a pint and hoping a scout might have been around, but of course, no such luck. But there was this girl, a very pretty girl, sitting alone. So I walked up to her, bold as brass, and asked her if she'd watched the game. Her reply sort of took the wind out of my sails, but was intriguing nonetheless.
Oh, I come here to watch the men. Like all the other girls that were here, I'm just a bit cold, so I just need to warm up a bit before I have to face the walk home.
Wow, I wasn't ready for that. There was something about her though, she seemed familiar somehow. Do you support our team or are you travelling with theirs? I'm sure I know you from somewhere.
I am guessing that's your version of, do you come here often? Well, yes and no. I live nearby and Saturdays are slow, so... Anyways, I'm Shauna. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jack. If you still got some warming up to do, mind if I sit with you? I just need a pint after that match. It'd be nice to have someone to chat to while I do that. I can leave you alone if you prefer.
Sure. Sit, Jack. That'd be really nice. I can't say I noticed you out there. Everyone was everywhere. It was hard to keep track.
Well, we chatted for ages. I was really starting to like her. She listened to me blathering on about how shit my job was, how I'd stayed hoping to make a career out of rugby, and how I took any old job to keep the lights on, and now how trapped I feel, but always hoping I get that break and get spotted. I know I can make it, but it's just getting a foot in the door. She listened, sympathised, understood. At last, someone who I could open up to. It's not right it was a stranger, but it was just so nice unburdening myself on someone who could empathise. I realised I was starting to look a bit needy, and perhaps a sip of man-up juice might be in order, and I asked her what she did. She told me she was a chemist, not the sort where you get prescriptions made up. No. She was an industrial chemist from Ireland, and she worked on finding a way to make fuels from stuff we throw away. So cool. We chatted about that for ages, and then I asked her why she was in London. She evaded, said she was searching for something, and London seemed like the answer. A man? I asked. She said, a man? Not one man, no. Long story. So tell me about your family. Brothers, sisters, nephews, nieces. I want the whole story. Don't miss out any details, Jack. I love this stuff. So I gave her what she wanted. Lock, stock and barrel. Everything came trotting out, but all the time I was still thinking about her strange answer. Not one man. That meant two, more even. She wanted lots of boyfriends, perhaps. I see now that the family question was her way of deflecting me. At the time I just thought it was strange, or I had misheard her. But it kept coming back to me. Not one man. She sounded like one of those girls I'd been watching on my laptop. And then I remembered why I thought she was familiar. She was one of the girls I had been watching. This girl, this beautiful, stunning girl, she was in the adult industry. I had no idea what to say next. She must have seen my expression change. Then she said, "The penny's just dropped, hasn't it? I guess that's my cue to leave. It was nice meeting you, Jack. Good luck with the rugby stuff." "No, wait," I said. "I mean, don't go. I am enjoying your company. Please sit back down. Please." She paused, then sat down and looked out of the window. "I'm not judging you, I promise." "Judging me," she said. "Look, I can see a lot of similarities between us. You are unfulfilled. I was unfulfilled. You like girls and I like boys. The difference is, Jack, I did something about it." Unless you do something, you'll be back here next year in the same shit job, even less happy. You need to go skydiving or something. You need a change in outlook, really. So you are in no position to judge me. I'm the one that's changing my life. Look, Jack, you're lovely and God alone knows, very handsome. Truly you are. You just need to sort your shit out, you know? That was me put in my place. Yeah, you're right. I need something different. In a way like you've done. Be brave. To go for it and take charge. Be the captain of my own ship. I admire you. I really admire you. You admire a gangbang porn star. I think I've heard it all now. Nobody admires us. They revile us. I might not even be able to speak to my sister again, who won't take my calls. There is a price to pay for being brave, Jack. I had to reply. I'm prepared to pay it. Tell me how you chose this life. Tell me all about it. And so we sat there, talking about her route into porn, what she liked about it and what the real opportunity was. We chatted about the training team and how they had helped her, about her first movies, one in a pub and one in an alley. But she kept banging on about how excellent the training had been. And then I asked the big question. Do you think I could join? Her reply was typically Shauna. Are you hung like a baboon? It would help. But sure, I think you'd be right good at it. You're a good-looking fella. The rugby has helped with the muscles. I can't take my eyes off 'em, so that works. You're polite, kind. You'll be a hit with the girls there for sure. Yeah, you could do it. If you get out of your own way, that is. So, want me to make some introductions? I can't promise anything will come of it, but I'm willing to put you forward. Let me write down some numbers for you. A lady called Greta is the boss. She hires everyone. Then there's her chief of staff, the dragon lady, but she's a sweetheart, not frightening to us. To the guys perhaps, but not us. So call me on Tuesday? Oh, and if you think that number of mine is for you to pester me, I'll pay you a visit. And you won't be playing rugby again, that's for bloody sure. Well, Jack, the ball's in your court now. And it can be any shape you want it to be, my new handsome friend. Bye then. See you around perhaps. She patted me on the shoulder. And left. And so I sat there, wondering what just happened, looking at the two numbers on the note. I was guessing that the one with a heart next to it was Shauna's, and the other would be this Greta person. Okay. Can't wait for Tuesday. Hello, Shauna? It's Jack.
As I live and breathe, it's my rugby player porn star hopeful. I'm glad you called. I've had a chat with Anthea. Seems my recommendation might have worked for you. She went to Greta and they sort of are happy to give you a shot at this, you lucky boy. In fact, they want you to call him. That number I give you on Saturday? Call it.
But what do I say? I'm Jack and I want to shag birds at Vixens.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what you'll be doing after all. Don't overthink it. You just have to have your head in the game and not up your arse. It's simple. Do as they tell you, be where they need you, at the time they need you, and just make sure you are doing everything you think a girl would like. If the girl is loving it, she will look good. If you make her look good, they will keep working you. Simple. Even you can do it. Now text the bloody number and see if she'll talk to you.
Greta called me as soon as I texted. She checked in with me by saying, just to make sure we don't have any crossed wires, can you tell me why you think I'm calling you and who introduced us? What a cool security measure, I thought, so I answered how I thought it should go. You're the boss of Vixens and Shauna put us in touch and it's about the job as a male performer. Very good. We have to be careful. So Shauna came to me and told me she thinks she would be great at gangbangs. I might as well come straight out and say it. It's not an easy gig. Most guys burn out or drift off. We're looking for stickability. Is that you, Jack? She said. Yes it is, that's me. Shauna mentioned she got a lot out of her training. Will I be getting some too? Yes, but it's different for the guys. My chief of staff Anthea will walk you through it all once you get here. When can you come over? And I'll have her make the arrangements, she asked. Really? Anytime. I just want to get started. Good answer. Well, the girls get 6 weeks of training and it builds up over time. That's because it's a daunting undertaking for a girl and we have to ease them in more gently. The guys? Not so much. Let's get you over here. If Anthea likes you, we'll get you started. How does that sound? She asked. Bloody marvellous. I can't wait and I won't let you or Shauna down. I promise. I am sure you'll be perfect. See you soon, Jack, she said. 2 days later, I was at the studios and being walked into a classroom with a bed in it. Not exactly what I was expecting. There was this really attractive middle-aged lady standing there waiting for me. She introduced herself as Anthea, and she told me she would be sorting out the early part of my time at Vixens. Then she caught me by total surprise. She said, "Later you'll meet Greta. I'll take you on a tour, and then you can grab a bite to eat, so you can keep your strength up." "Oh," I said. "Yes, we have you booked in with this great new female performer. She's married. She and her husband like the messy stuff. You know what I mean by that, and we need you to be okay with that. We thought we'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. They get what they need, the studios gets a good look at you, and you get a bit of action. Everyone's happy." "Okay," I said. "Let's do that." We went all over the sets, the wardrobe section, the technical areas, the green room, some dungeon-type stuff in the basement, and then we were in these classrooms. One was full of computers and a screensaver that was the male-female icons, but in a combination that was outnumbering the lone female one. Nice touch. And then I chatted to Greta after lunch. She told me all about Vixens, the fact that she performs herself to show the team that she will always be able to do what is asked of any girl. I was very impressed by that, and more than a little envious of the guys that get to play with her. Hey, that could be me. And we also talked a bit about Shauna, who is clearly very highly regarded here, and Greta let on that Shauna is destined for big things at Vixens. Let's hope I am too. And then I was asked to get changed into sports kit, my comfort zone. I guess it's showtime. And then I was walked down the corridor that separates all of the sets. There was all kinds of moaning coming from one room. I was told that a girl called Astrid was in a scene with a lot of guys. It sounded like she was winning. And then I walked into the studio at the end, and there was Cynthia and her husband Terry. We chatted for a little bit. There was another guy dressed as I was, so I was guessing this was going to be a threesome with us and her. Cynthia's husband seemed a nice guy, and he had his own camera and was busy taking pictures of everything. I asked how they were, and he told me he was very excited, and then proceeded to tell me what he wanted to see done to his wife. Wow, sure, she was lovely. All we can show you are the stills he took before and after, but you certainly get the idea. All I can discuss is the fact that we delivered on every promise, but so did his wife, and then some. Both of us guys were at full throttle just to keep up. I could see why Greta mentioned burnout. Perhaps that's since Cynthia had arrived. But Terry was absolutely loving it. I could see how aroused he was, and after we had completed in the usual porn star fashion, he took even more photographs. I could see how excited he was. His face was red, and his chest was heaving in and out. He was more turned on than me and the other bloke. But Cynthia was a dream. What a perfect girl. Let's say we were satisfied a few times over, and she had lost control at least twice. Afterwards, as I was looking for my t-shirt, Anthea walked up to me. She just smiled, turned away, and removed her phone. She dialed a number and I heard, "Shauna, it's Anthea. We need you in tomorrow. Oh my God, this is so cool. Goodbye rugby. I can take it from here." I hope you like the story of my first go at porn. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you want to see Shauna, Cynthia or Astrid in movies in the future. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch this. We really appreciate it. Goodbye.